you're all here. So, climbing down into the sewers.
Ooh, I just remembered something. One moment. Gonna put in the candle chat. There we go. Made that over the break.
Very nice. Oh, okay, now nobody is on this map yet. Sorry, let me just sort that out. Just check something on here. Yep. So you descend down, climbing a rickety ladder until. Oh no, not old Riley. It's new Riley we want. You're all on top of each other for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I have sight.
You climb down, and one by one your feet touch slick steps. I'm just gonna also. Oh no, that should be fine. Yeah, you find yourselves in a. I'm not going to keep narrating the stench. Assume that the stench is horrendous the entire time.
Oh, this is vile. But this is just like one of those like dungeons that all those adventures went on. Oh, this is cool. It's really cool.
Is this a dead end?
I don't know. By the way, G.
Oh, that's unusual. So you can see a doorway you can walk through, yeah?
No.
I just noticed
no door there.
there's no door for you.
I can see it.
So I'm closed and open the door right in front of Riley.
I see darkness. I can see like light from here in a circle, and that's it.
Oh, do you not have dark vision? What, you're a halfling, you should have dark vision.
So yeah, it is. As you do step away from the. Do halflings have dark vision? I thought that was a whole thing about. Well, no, Critical Role Season 2 spoilers.
Picture.
I think you should, but Tim should not.
Oh, indeed.
Wait a minute, it doesn't seem like halflings have dark vision.
Yeah, for some reason Tim can see.
Yeah, I shouldn't be able to.
You stole my dark vision.
Let me. We'll change for now, Tim. Have some of that. So I'm guessing you possibly wouldn't have gone ploughing ahead into the pitch black.
No, probably not.
But yes, once the little light afforded by the manhole covering the ceiling, or raised ironworks as they're called in the UK these days, fades, you are left with just black ahead. Oh, but Tim's already on it. Tim, on what are you casting light?
I am casting it on my coat.
Okay. Any particular colour or style to your light?
Just a very generic pulsing white. Tim doesn't care how he sees as long as he can see.
Okay, one moment please. A gently pulsing white light is coming up. Whoa, that's not gently pulsing. It is 20 and 40, isn't it? Is light spell?
Yes, it is.
Oh, you're also inside the wall. Don't know how you managed that.
I don't know how I did that.
How's that for you?
Very
happy. Happy with that? I'll make it a bit slower. Representative of the power of your spell.
Most delightful as the white light shines off of Tim's burgundy coat. He looks around and he says, Why would they be down here?
Ooh, it's a secret smuggling operation, maybe. Or maybe
Secret
it's...
base.
Oh, this is exciting.
Well,
very exciting.
who wants to go first?
Ooh,
All
can
right, I can.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
No, you said first. I'll be right behind you, though.
Tim, would you like me to go before you or after?
I can go third. I'm at least that confident.
I would appreciate the light.
Oh, you're right. Maybe you should put light on Riley if she's going first.
Don't make me change it.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
I'll stick by. I'll stick by.
Oh, okay, if you want, go in front of me.
You see,
There's stairs.
Riley opens up into just, well, sewer moat. Yeah, actual slurry. Difficult to represent with maps, although the Mad Cartographer's done a fantastic job of interpreting it onto this battle map. You can see here that there is enough space just above the water that some of these walls, such as this one here, where there is this running water, you could get in up to like your chin height and dip and basically pass under through like little drain tunnels if you so wanted.
Now, when you say chin height, do you mean Riley's chin height or everyone
No.
else's chin height?
Riley would be submerged in the poop.
Puke.
I am
Great.
not that desperate for adventure.
Who
There's the door.
wants the door or the stairs? I vote for the stairs.
All right.
A few steps going down.
Um,
Oh god.
Yes, Precious.
I think I'm too late. I was gonna say, can I hear anything through the door? But I think I'm too late. Or Q to hear anything through the door.
Oh yeah, Cutie needs to be on here as well.
Sorry about that.
Where are we? Cutie. There we go. We'll cover that in a second if you don't mind, Precious. It's not too late for that.
Sure.
As you step down a couple of steps, Riley, into this open up room of pillars, there is a sudden shout and a flash of light as you see from the other side of it for a moment. Rama just appears and waves an arm at you in like an aggressive gesture and shouts, "Be gone! You'll not interfere with this!" And as he does, light sort of you feel like he's shooting something towards you for a moment, but it just settles down whatever it is on the floor, and a moment later dancing runes come into life all over the floor, and Rama dips out of view again. So you all hear the shout, and then you all, hopefully, now see this collection of arcane runes all pulsing away, covering the floor.
Yeah.
Or
Oh, dear.
these? As Tim's gonna try and get a good glance at each of them and see if they're in any way familiar.
Okay, before we do that, is Precious want to have a listen at the door?
Yes, please.
Make me a perception check.
Can I make it through? Well, I'll do it. Don't worry. Skills. Perception. Ooh. Wait, don't I get like half my proficiency to that?
I think it... Let me have
R2 does get attack efficiency, I believe.
You have got Jack. But I think half of.
2 is 1.
Oh yeah, why hasn't I put it on? That's unusual. Okay, so 17. You hear absolutely nothing through the door.
Okay.
Not a thing.
I'm gonna step away and cast Mage Hand, see if I can push open that door.
Okay. The mage hand comes out. Remind us what your mage hand looks like?
I can't see a Mage Hand?
No.
I thought it was green.
Was it green you went for? Yeah, okay. I'll not put it on at the moment because for some reason it's huge now. But yeah, it fails to open the door. It turns the handle, it tries to push, tries to pull, doesn't budge. It would seem perhaps
It's
this
locked.
door is locked.
Guys, there's a locked door here. Behind locked doors, there's always good stuff. Secrets.
Ooh, secrets. Maybe it's a way around this. Oh, hey,
It would certainly be useful.
Tim, you said you could pick locks now. Can you pick that lock?
I can. As Tim moves towards the door with his makeshift lockpick and attempts to open it.
So how long does that channel divinity last? Are you still benefiting from?
Oh, that's a good question. Let me check.
Because we're about 10 minutes
so
since you
it
used
actually,
that.
yeah, it probably would be out by now, wouldn't it?
Okay.
So as Tim goes to fiddle with the lock, he notices very quickly that he's nowhere. His fingers are moving nowhere near as fast, and he's having a harder and harder time with each click of the lock.
He's just holding a load of needles now. Doesn't remember why he has them. But still, you still make it if you want. Just no proficiency this time.
All right. Yeah.
Unfortunately, no. Cannot budge
After,
it.
after a few moments, Tim gives up, clearly recognizing that he's no longer empowered to do so properly. And as he takes a step back from the door, he says, I'm sorry, guys. My magic must have worn off. I can't get it open.
Oh, that's okay. All right.
What do we do?
I mean, did you know what those runes were? You said you wanted to take a look at them.
Right, I don't know. They all look to be different.
So are you using some sort of ability to identify them, or are you just drawing on your knowledge of?
I'm just drawing on
history?
my knowledge.
Make me an Arcana check then, please.
Right. They.
Oh no!
I don't know.
Magic is obviously a deeply complex system. Sort of partly, in some aspects, it almost seems mathematical, but in other parts, it's so deeply intimate and personal. Sort of customized to each caster. There are universally accepted symbols that appear in certain ways, some of which are more recognizable than others. You recognize several of these runes as being from multiple layered iterations. You're not sure about why they're sort of transcribed, but from like one of the big leagues books that you're sort of shown early on in your studies, but I've never expected to have any intention of mastering. You recognize several of these to be components of a very famous spell called Power Word Kill.
Oh dear. Okay, Tim looks a bit warily back to the party and says, "These are used to represent really strong magic.
Did you just walk into them?
Is that bad?"
Let's not move too quickly. What if they go off?
It should be alright. They're, as far as I can tell, they're just representative. I hope, but
I mean,
Careful.
why would he cast it if they didn't do anything?
Maybe
To scare
it's.
us?
They might be trying, or whoever put these here might be trying to build towards the spell. It can kill almost anyone in an instant. It's very dangerous.
So why are you walking all over Tim?
I'm just. It's parts of the spell, not the whole spell. We should be okay, I think. As Tim takes a few wary steps around the edge of the room.
Wait, Cutie, just. I'm sorry. Would you mind just having a bit of a waltz around? Is that alright? Alright. Stay safe. See you soon. And Cutie's gonna send it around. I mean, these people are charlatans, you know? They sell fake books. Maybe this is a fake spell.
I mean, maybe, but like, what if it's a real spell? You know?
Well, then Cutie will die, but that seems to be okay with him.
So you want QT just to walk
Yeah.
straight across? Oh, Tim's
Just-
already gone for it. Tim's gone
Yeah, I
fucking
saw-
bananas.
Tim has experienced a rare moment of confidence.
Yeah, just sort of like around here-ish.
QT crosses the room without incident.
You're so brave. Okay. I think it's safe.
Either way, be careful.
And Tim moves to this door here and attempts to open it.
It is locked.
Right. Then he's going to skirt around the edge of this passageway, trying his best to avoid the sigils, but still observing them with a keen interest and eye.
Valley is going to likewise follow them around, and they are going to take efforts to step only on the tiles that have no sigils glowing on them, like a game of hopscotch.
Yeah, easily done. What about Precious?
Precious was typing. Yeah, she's kind of like a little bit going like, what happened? And but it's just gonna follow Bally, make sure they are okay.
I feel okay. Now?
Yeah. Let's keep checking on that.
Yeah. All right. I think we're in a good place now. If all they can do is illusions, then maybe we're all right.
Maybe. Let's not bank on it though.
I don't like this way.
Well, we don't
It's because
have
it smells
many
bad.
other ways to go. About how
Uh-oh.
about how
Uh-oh.
high does it look like the water would be on Tim?
If you were to get into it, well, it's murky enough that you cannot see the bottom of it. So, difficult to
Okay.
judge.
Okay.
This is where we saw the brother, right? Guys, I think we have to do it. We can always just shower after.
I
So?
guess.
Yeah. All right. So which way do we want to go? I think I see something down this passage.
Then that way it is. As Tim is going to very, very slowly lower one of his feet into the water. And if
To your great
you know-
horror, it is
Oh, no.
quite warm.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Nice.
Gross. As Tim lowers his foot, like sort of crouching down and trying to get it as far as he can to feel if there's a bottom.
You eventually do find a bottom, and Tim can kind of wade in this about armpit height.
Oh, as Tim fully dips in with a sploosh. Oh, God. Okay, we're good to go, guys.
Oh, sorry.
Good to go.
So this is obviously difficult terrain. This is half movement. You are wading chest high.
Like it should be a quarter movement. Just because it's so gross.
How are we gonna do with Riley? I
Riley?
mean, Precious is 5'4". She's also quite small.
Valley's 5'8". They'll probably get up to their chin.
Okay, Riley, what you're gonna do is you're gonna hop on my shoulders and try not to push my head down.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay.
So what's Riley doing?
Climbing onto Tim's shoulders and trying not to dip his head.
Okay.
Very carefully.
Very, very carefully.
Precious is getting
goes,
straight in.
Well, she's going in, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it higher than 5'4"?
Oh gosh, yeah. It would be to about. Oh, Tim's 5'11". It's up to his armpits. So yeah, I think that's just about over your head.
She doesn't know how to swim.
Oh dear.
I guess she could hop forward. You know, like when you're
Cling onto the side, pull herself along the side of the pool.
Sort of like that, yeah. Like she would have not learned how to swim ever.
Okay. And what about Varley? Varley would also be up to sort of armpit height.
Oh, on Valley's biography, I note 5'11", but I think I also called out in session that a lot of that is their horns. And they're actually close to 5'8". But
that'll be fine.
Yep, but I'm looking. Yep, but I'm looking here, and it looks rather narrow here. And Valley is rather acrobatic, so I'm wondering, can Valley sort of just spread their legs and arms and sort of like push themselves off each wall equally and almost like crab walk between the walls?
Certainly for at least a short distance of time before some checks are involved. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And it looks like there's a bit of a opening right up ahead, so...
Okay.
Well, least,
Tim, with Riley on shoulder, as you are stood up to your pits, slowly wading down in this canal, with Riley on your shoulders, you take a couple of steps, and as soon as you get to pretty much where you are, which is why I paused it, you see stood here, leaning forward, seemingly waiting for you, a horrendous, disheveled, shaggy creature with saliva pouring from its maw, holding a rusted scimitar that, as soon as you get down there, goes and lunges at you. But now that Riley is on your shoulder, you all the stealth was very, very high before, and your perceptions were are not the best. A single strike, I'm making this on Riley, even though she's not overlaid him because she's higher up. Riley, does a 19 hit?
It does.
Do you have any... I haven't looked for your new... Do you have any reactions you can use on it?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay.
Can Tim use his reaction to shriek?
It is not... a deep cut with the scimitar across Riley as this creature gives something between a scream and a roar, and with that surprise attack out the way, we will enter combat. Please, everybody roll initiative.
Yeehaw!
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Oh no.
Our rolls for everything but initiative have been not great.
Okay. It would make another
Just gonna
strike.
move myself here.
Yeah, it would make another strike on Riley. The closest person to it.
Great.
No longer being advantageous. Oh, just missed it. I don't know why all these things are giving errors this time. That's very strange. I tested that before and it worked. So yeah, we'll look into that. I'm not sure. Yeah, this time just goes wide, hits the wall. Because it's fantasy, obviously it makes sparks, even though that just, I don't think that ever really would happen. But yeah, it lunges out. Riley, whether you're still recovering from the previous attack, you just managed to twist away and not get hit by this one. That is all the creature is going to do.
Oh god, oh god, oh god.
Next up is encumbered, waist-high, difficult terrain Tim.
As Tim is going to move there with Riley still on his shoulders, and honestly, he's just gonna, even with attack of opportunity, he's gonna clamber up here, and you can just hear his shouts echoing throughout the sewer as he says to Riley, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it.
Absolutely will use attack of opportunity to swipe, to try and put the scimitar in your back.
Please kill it.
And it hits.
Oh.
Oof. Big damage. Anything else from Tim?
Yeah,
what's this roll? What were you concentrating? Light's not concentration, is it?
No, it prompted me to make one.
Weird. Okay.
Anyway, then Tim, as his action, is he's going to use the rest of his movement to get to here, and then he's going to use his action as the help action on Riley, who he lets down from his shoulders.
Okay. So that's you?
Mm-hmm.
Vali, you're up. Precious, you're next.
Alright. Vali's going to take something a bit uninteresting here. Would it be difficult terrain to do that, like, spread eagle movement right across here?
If you were trying to like carefully navigate the tunnels, then I'd say, yeah. If you're looking to basically do some parkour shit to get to it and attack, I imagine it might be quite a bit quicker, and we just call that an acrobatics.
Okay, parkour shit it is.
Yeah, so you can see where you're going with it. It's the walls are dry above the water level. It's a tight space. You know where the creature is. We'll call it a DC 10.
All right. Let's give that an acrobatics roll.
I thought it was a fail. That yeah, you make it, so we can put you as being. You can attack if you want, and you can basically end your turn here, not in the gunk, suspended between the four corners if you want to.
Vali is going to run, jump, bounce off this wall, and end up right here. And they are going to swing out with their short sword on this creature. And miss.
It just manages to bring the scimitar up and parry you away.
And then, as their bonus action, they are going to try and grab for the wrist and throw their elbow in with the unarmed strike bonus action.
Hits.
A 16. And punches it right in the face. And that's their turn. Precious, over here.
I have just remembered something about these that should have been updated for the... Do any of you all know what this is?
Nope.
Okay. It's something that's quite old, but I forgot it had been updated for Candlekeep, but it has kept certain traits of the time before Candlekeep. So I just need to amend something about this.
That's worrying. Kills at 0?
No, it basically had some immunities, but it should no longer have. But that has been adjusted.
Groovy.
Okay, sorry, Precious, yes, your turn.
You're on mute, Chicha.
Hi. Yes. Sorry, I was on mute. So I think that's almost my full movement to get to here. Because it's difficult terrain, right?
Yep.
And I can't see. I'm trying to move half a step. I can't actually see the creature. From my token point of view, what my character will be able to.
No, not about moving another 5 feet.
Okay. So I moved 20 feet. I've got 30 feet, right? So I've got another 5 feet of movement.
Yeah, so you can give him 15 feet at the moment.
Okay.
There we go. Now you can see it.
So I'm going to look at the creature. And my words come out, but they come out like with such evil intent. And for a second... Oh, actually, can it make me a wisdom saving throw?
It can. Is it something you target it with? Because it'll prompt it, or is it something that's a bit weird?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to vicious mocker it.
Yeah, just target it and it'll
Fail.
click damage.
Oh, don't you have to?
Well, it will prompt me as part of that, because when you do the damage, it'll say, "Here's what the damage is."
Right.
Now it'll prompt the save, and depending on if it passes or not, it fails.
Oh,
Great.
-2.
Perfect. So, basically, I'm gonna say, oh, you foul creature! How can you even see with all that matted fur over your eyes? And for a split second, the creature in his mind kind of sees his own fur grow over his eyes and be blinded, which it's not. It's just psychic damage. But he is gonna have disadvantage until on the next attack before the end of its next turn.
Okay, brilliant. Anything else from you?
I don't think I can do anything else. So no.
Okay, Riley, you're up.
Okay. I would like to use my psionic power on Bali. And it's an action. And I would like also spend 1 side point.
So what has this done? Sorry.
Okay, so the target gains 1d6 temporary hit points, and the next time the target deals damage, it deals 1d6 additional damage.
Ooh. Okay, I have to make a condition effect for this.
Yeah, and since I'm spending 1 side point, the next weapon attack deals an additional 1d6.
So my next weapon attack will do 2d6 bonus damage on top of the base?
Yes.
Whoa.
And you get some bonus HP.
Alright.
Yes.
Okay, very nice. Anything else from you, Riley?
Maybe some flavor. Yes, and Riley will blow on her palm in the direction of Bali, and the small golden leaves fall out of your hair, and you feel refreshed and stronger. And what weapon are you using? Are you using your fists?
Fist and short sword.
Okay, so small gold thorns grow out of your sword.
Beautiful. Okay. Anything else from you?
That would be it.
Okay. The creature, seeing more and more people arrive around the corner, sort of twists and turns and lunges forward with the scimitar, trying to put it straight into Varley. But the light spells coming off, and they keep sort of using the back of their sort of furry paws as if they're trying to just rub something out of their eyes that you can't see. And the strike is not made particularly convincingly. Goes completely wide. Tell me how you dodge it, Valley.
Valley has 1 foot right on the ledge in front of the creature and one behind them, next to Riley. And as the scimitar goes wide, they will just push off from the creature, lean back, almost teetering like a lever on the edge as it passes their face, and then they're just gonna let themselves fall forward and catch themselves on the ledge again with their foot.
Okay, and then the creature is going to attempt to step away.
Valley will take the AOP with a short sword.
Okay.
I'm going to target that.
Hits.
And that will be... Oops, I forgot to add that. Plus another 2d6.
Tell me how you kill it.
As it steps away, Valley is going to go for the creature's leg, swinging with the sword, and the thorns that Riley put around the sword are going to wrap around the creature's leg, and they're going to yank the short sword back, knocking the creature on the floor and dragging it into the river of sewage.
Ah! It's dragged in. And just splooshes under the gunky surface. And within half a second is just obscured from view unless you're doing something about it.
Nope. Oh no. Precious, you might want to jump a bit, or hold on. Valley is going to step over here and try and pull Precious up. Oh wait, the sewage is going that way. Okay.
Okay.
Still, you please help me up anyway, please.
Valley's going to offer a hand down to Precious.
Precious is very, very glad to take it.
Okay, I think we're all here.
Oh, Jesus. Riley, are you okay?
You just see a bubble or two emerge. Big, thick, heavy bubbles just come to the surface of the sewage before it just stops.
Maybe we send QT ahead of us, just, as a pair of eyes, or 8.
That might be good.
Riley, you see something stir slightly below the surface.
Oh no.
Stir.
Wait. There's something on the surface. Maybe? Do you see it, Riley?
Is it cutie?
Bubbling up. And rising to the surface. Eyes listless.
Oh god.
Form of Inbar. Clearly dead.
Oh no. Does Inbar have a cut on their leg?
He does.
That I can see? Oh no, I just killed Inbar. Oh no. Oh no.
my
No.
God.
I didn't mean to do that.
I grab for the body before it kind of gets moved by the current, and drag it up.
It is no longer clothed.
Oh my god.
We'll
Okay.
say he's wearing a tactical fig leaf.
Oh no. Wait a minute. That book, the digressions. It had lycanthrope, you know. Is Imbar like a lycanthrope? Like a werebeast?
It seems so. I mean, unless it was some sort of illusion.
It didn't seem illusory. I felt fur when I punched it.
Maybe. Are his clothes around?
You could make me an investigation check, but it would be very, very difficult, as it would be sewage diving.
No, I was kind of more thinking, would they be, has he done a little bundle around the,
Yeah, not what you can see.
Okay. Well, I guess, I mean, Bali, it's not like you meant to kill him.
I kind of did. I just didn't know it was him.
I mean, self-defense, isn't it?
I suppose it's just. I mean, there's a difference between like defending yourself from like a weird monstrous creature and defending yourself from like a person who you're just talking to a few like minutes before about buying a book. It's totally different, no?
I mean, people can be monstrous too.
I mean, normally they're not. No, normally like monsters are, really scary things with like horns and sharp teeth like that creature, not just one of your neighbors.
Look,
just give me a moment, and Valley's just gonna take a step back.
Valley, he was gonna kill us. The way he swung that scimitar at Riley, it could have chopped her head off. You saved us all. Truly.
No, it just doesn't feel like right, Doesn't feel like being heroic.
Tim looks down, his face cast in the shadows mixed with the light he's projecting as he gives you a look of somber solidarity, Volley.
Do you want to turn back? We could get Professor Seal involved and...
I mean, maybe Rama would escape and then with someone else, or give another one of those books to someone else who can't defend themselves. So maybe we should press on.
Precious smiles. Glad that you came to that conclusion yourself. And gives you an encouraging nod. All right, but let's send Cutie ahead. No more surprises, okay?
Yeah, no more surprises.
Stick together.
Oh, that's a hilarious sound effect.
Made entirely with my own mouth.
Hey, buddy.
Let's see what else that mouth can do.
Well, you were Jack for a second there.
Master of many faces.
Do we hear anything coming from these doors?
Maybe perception check.
Ugh, no, I'm really bad at those.
Okay, I'll give you the answer then.
Okay.
There's a +1 to that because of Jack of all trades.
Okay, yeah. You
15.
hear nothing from either door.
Could I help out with that? Because I have decent perception.
Sure.
Okay.
You hear nothing from either door.
I think this I think this door here might be the one that leads to all those weird runes. Is there a lock on this side?
There is a lock. It does not have a key in.
Oh, darn. Maybe there's a key elsewhere so we don't have to go back to the sewage.
Okay, I'm gonna send QT. QT, can you tell me what's across the other corridor?
I can't remember. Are you seeing through Cutie's eyes?
Nope.
Oh, you just see the corner.
Actually, I'll go do that. Just freak Valley out, but she doesn't know. But yeah. For a second, I'll just like put my hand on the stone so I don't fall, and just go and see through Cutie's eyes.
Yeah, at the end of a corridor, it turns left, and there is a door in front of you.
I'm gonna say that to Valley. I don't know if Valley's gonna turn around.
Yeah, Valley does turn around. You see the horrendous eyes that have replaced Precious's.
Oh my, I'll just keep watching that corridor, and Valley's gonna turn right back around to look down into the dark.
Okay, so one more door that way.
Yeah. So one more door that way.
So, up, right, or down?
Well, maybe follow this corridor here where Tim is?
Go, Cutie.
See why not?
Is Cutie leading the way?
Yeah.
Okay, Cutie quite unceremoniously just uses Inbar's floating body as a stepping stone with it's almost like jovial little bop. If he hadn't been moving yet, it was about to land on Tim's shoulder next.
Yeah, no, Tim is staying well away from Cutie.
Precious is staying right there and seeing through Cutie's eyes for now.
Okay, yeah, you see a disconcerted Tim keep glancing over his shoulder as you bound towards him.
Precious, maybe we should follow them and stick together.
Okay. I'm gonna try to jump.
Whilst blind?
No.
You're coming out?
Yeah, cutting out.
Okay. You don't have to make... The height is enough that you... Yeah, you don't have to. I mean, if he'd stood still on him, he'd have been sinking. But as a quick sort of vault, as you do... the speed of Varley's movement, then, you jumped it, didn't you, Varley, I'm guessing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you do see, it's quite awful, just sort of face up, just his blank expression, as Precious sort of stepping stones on him. The whole body just dips under the surface for a moment before bobbing back up. It's quite horrendous. But she pops over it and then Valley just clears the whole thing.
Oh, that's unsettling. After you.
Left or right? Or up or down?
Snake says always go left, so maybe left.
Okay. Just sending QT, maybe like 10 feet ahead. Just he's meant to meow if or profound if there's anything.
He just returns after a moment.
Okay.
He like little cats just like lick the back of their paw. He just like looks at his hand and then like bites his chews his nails like people do.
Okay, I don't know exactly what that means, but I think we're good. Coast is clear. Is that what that means? Question mark.
He's just a bit of an idle pose, a bit of a
Okay.
nibble.
Oh, there's another door here. There's doors everywhere.
This is really creepy sewer.
You see something floating, Tim, As you step forward in the distance, you see a figure floating in the distant canal. It is Inbar. You realize you've looped around on yourself.
Well, let's try this door, I guess. As Tim pointedly avoids looking at the body.
Vali is going to try and unlock this door, or open this door.
It just opens.
Alright. Vali, oh, it's another door up here. Tim, yeah, you might want to stay close. Vali's going to jump over this. And
I mean, if there's any of you who can't do a 5-foot jump, none of you have like a -2 to athletics, do you? At the strength, rather.
No, just a -1.
Tim turns to make sure Riley hops across, and after seeing that she does, he gives a little nod before they continue.
Vali is going to try this door. Is it unlocked?
It is locked.
Alright.
We could try breaking this one down, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. But there's another door we saw on the other side, and right on the other side of this corridor over here. Maybe that would be unlocked.
Should we try? Is it an old-looking lock? Maybe we can just try to force it.
I suppose we could try that. How old is it?
Yeah, it does look like it is. It's obviously damp down here. The air is quite acidic. It's not like the best sort of environment to expect wood to survive. So yeah, it does look somewhat perished.
Vali is going to take their short sword, grab it by the sheath, and try and use the pommel of the sword to crack the lock off the hinge.
Make an attack for me. Well, you're gonna roll some damage for me, I mean.
Alright.
The door bursts. Bursts open on its hinge.
Oh god, oh. Nothing.
This place is just a maze.
Oh, stairs going down here. You said there's stairs elsewhere going down? Precious?
Should we, I can send QC through this corridor, actually, if you wanna. Should we just try this door as well?
I think it just leads to the other passage we saw before.
Oh, okay. Alright. Gosh, I really wish we could have found a map in that house.
Alright.
The less time I spend in the sewers, the better, as Tim wipes off some of the remaining gunk on the walls as he passes.
Vali is going to try this door. Is it locked? I suppose I can just click and find out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Alright, I guess we're going this way now.
It looped around. Fancy that.
Fancy that, yeah. Another door. Locked. Alright. Sword time. Vali's going to draw the sword and go for another attack. Oh, now we're just back here.
Careful, this is where Imbar came from, I think.
Okay, so we just got
this is where we came from.
Yeah, alright, I think we gotta go back the other way then.
Okay.
Or maybe we go this way. Oh, too many doors here.
There was, this is the room.
There
There's
was something.
a door.
We saw Imbar on the far side over here, right? Wait a minute, that door? That door probably connects to that passage. I think I've got a bit of a mental map of this place now.
Okay. So where haven't we tried?
I'm so lost.
Let's check out this way. Valley's going to start skirting around the edge of the ruins, real cautious-like.
Oh, people are getting nice and separated. I love to see it.
No!
I'm gonna try to open this door with can I use a nail? Probably not.
No.
Do I have anything that could be as a... Oh wait, you've got these tools.
What Tim had only served as thieves' tools because of his flash of divine inspiration. Now he no longer has the effect of thieves' tools. He was MacGyvering it before.
I don't think I have anything that could be used to open a lock.
I could try again. Alright. Valley is going to step up here and try another short sword to break the door off its hinge. Or the lock off its hinge. 4 fours in a row.
Yeah. And the ones that are getting smashed, I'm just deleting the walls so we're not accidentally closing them later when the T-Rex is chasing you.
That's okay. This is a tight corridor. We should be fine.
So that's this north loops back.
So that means... Hold on.
Yeah. Well, Tim, follow us.
Tim, where are you going?
Hold on,
Wait,
didn't we already go that way?
But we're going back. Tim, Tim, over here.
You just hear this echoing, Tim.
Oh goodness, this is delightfully
Valley's going
creepy.
to try this door as well with a short sword.
Yeah. Check.
Oh,
Good
my
grief.
good damage is on a door.
Yeah, this tiefling is smashing these doors open.
Oh, there's one last door over there.
Okay. Oh,
And
hey,
Valley's gonna
cutie.
Run down.
Hi, cutie.
Alright, I don't think we checked this way yet.
We didn't.
Valley is going to once more. Go. Oh.
Tim opens the door by nudging it with his foot.
Oh. That's easier.
Be careful, guys.
I guess I just kind of got carried away there.
It's okay. Just, not everything needs, big swinging swords.
It's not a very big sword.
Oh.
Ooh.
That's new.
You
Tim, be
see
careful.
light spilling down from above. A number of pillars in this room, and what looks to be a grill or grate in the ceiling. Looking up, make me a perception check. In fact, no, you don't need a perception check. You see something moving and floating up in the air, just slowly, very slowly, turning in the air, is a curved sword, almost like a scimitar, that is just floating.
Well, that's not a good sign.
It's weird. Is it like the magic sword we saw in Festandia's?
Maybe? So I was mistaken, Volley. I am gonna need that short sword again.
Okay,
Um,
alright.
Do we want to reach out to that sword?
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
As you're looking at the sword, it just continues its ever so slight movement.
How far is it?
It's about 30 foot up in the air above you.
Oh, that's too far.
Now you're looking at it as well. You see floating next to it in the air, well, looks like a couple of coins. And kind of like looking for stars at night, the longer you look, the more you see. You then see something that almost looks like a single bone.
It's floating 30 feet up.
Yeah. Under the grate.
Is there any marking on these pillars at all?
An investigation check. And let me know what you're doing, what your investigation looks like.
I'm just gonna keep an eye on the floating bits, but also just look at the pillars, see if there's any. I guess initially she's looking for climbing nooks, but I guess any relief or marking runes.
Are you looking across all of them, or just like the nearest one?
Well, if there's nothing, it's the kind of thing like if something's interesting on the first one, then that one. If not, then the next one.
No, but the two closest to you, there's nothing on.
Okay, then
Just
she's
quite
probably
poor
gonna
stone.
just sort of look around.
I mean, it's not paused. You can go with life.
Yeah, look around the pillars.
You know, here's an idea. I've brought some rope with me. Have you ever seen those? Or read about those people? How they cut down tall trees? What they do is they like loop the rope around the tree and like lean back, so it's sort of like a saddle almost attached to the tree. Maybe you could hook something like that up on here, on all these pillars.
As Valley's given this explanation, and Precious is looking at, sort of investigating these pillars. Those of you who are watching the sword and the coins and the bone just jump for a moment as all three items just suddenly plummet to the floor. But instead of clattering, there is an enormously wet
Oh.
I need Riley and Precious to make me a DC 12 Dex saving throw.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, indeed.
No! Oh!
I also need to amend something on this. A lot of things that I changed on this are have not kept, which is a bit annoying. There we go. That should be.
Oh dear.
Me, oh my.
Riley, you see this bearing down on you, and you can choose to be pushed instead of engulfed. However,
Here.
yeah, you just kind of, it just slaps you back and shoves you aside. However, Precious, you're not entirely underneath it, but you're not able to get away, and you are engulfed. You cannot breathe. You are restrained, and initially you take 2d4 acid damage.
Oh.
And at this point, we'll roll initiative. Oh, good grief.
2? Is that a 2? Oh, no, it's not a 2.
Let's roll initiative.
Uh-oh.
All right. Should be...
Initiative rolls bad. Oh ho, that's alright.
No, not too shabby.
Sorry about that. That's a bit weird. Okay, let's have a look. Music, maestro, please.
Oh god.
So Precious, you are suffocating. You cannot breathe. You feel this is more... Well, first of all, actually, can you all please make me an Arcana check?
Yeah.
DC 12.
Oh, I guess. Sorry, me too. Ah,
I'm dying, Tim.
sorry, I'm panicking.
Alright.
There you go. Nope. Yep, still panicking.
Okay. So, everyone except Precious knows about oozes and gelatinous cubes. This particular one does not seem... You've seen texts and pictures and maybe the occasional illusory image from a tutor. This does not appear to be your typical gelatinous cube. It seems to be formed more of the waste of the sewers than the usual intense acid. The smell, if you thought things down here had smelt bad so far, this is something else. So yes, okay. Precious, you aren't able to breathe. You have pretty much been in it, for lack of a better description, pulled into it and engulfed. So you are restrained, which I think is 0 movement. You are suffocating, which I think you can last a number of rounds equal to your con modifier, I think. But you are not taking the usual acid damage because it is mainly a gelatinous poo cube.
Okay.
Lovely.
Now you can choose to use your action to try and escape with a DC 12 strength check if you would like.
I have -1, but she'll certainly try, because being stuck in here is not a good thing to do. So, you can move. Well, Riley is to the south, but you can move west, north, or east 5 feet. Your choice. 5 feet? Will I still be engulfed?
No, you're going to be moved. Yeah, it's a large creature. You'll be moving to here.
Okay.
You go out.
Yeah, she's gonna do.
Whoa, what the?
I've gone beyond the walls.
You have.
I've gone beyond the walls.
Dark Souls 2, you have gone beyond death. Okay, so that's your action. Tell me how you get out.
That is my action. Just kind of like absolute instinctual panic, kind of grabbing to the bone, pushing forward through the bone, grabbing to like whatever she can, kind of climb her way out of this cube. And that's sort of the end of her turn, I think. Is that all my movement? No.
It's your action to get out, and to be fair, it does not describe that as being part of your actual movement. So no, you still have your movement left, and if you have anything you can bonus with.
I mean, I don't even know where I would go to, so I'm just gonna stay and end my turn catching a breath and maybe winding my hair down.
Okay.
What the fuck?
You would also be there, Riley. It's 5 feet away from the creature of its size. So put yourself in whichever one of those you're comfortable with, and it's now your turn, Riley. Volley, you're next.
Okay. I am swinging my dagger.
It's, unsurprisingly, a very low AC on this giant thing.
That is it.
Dagger slices across. It forms up again after a moment. Volley, it's you. Tim, you're next. Goes out, closes the door. You're muted, by the way, Macarius.
Oh, my bad. They are going to try something different because they got good Arcana roll. They probably know these cubes aren't fast, and Ray of Frost can slow them down if it hits. Disadvantage because it's close range.
Still hits.
That will be
what damage?
1 damage.
Oh, shame.
Unfortunate, but its speed is reduced by 10 feet until until the start of my next turn.
Okay, its speed was only 15 feet already, for reference.
Hey.
But hey, 5 feet is enough in any direction to engulf all of you, or any one of you. Tim, it's you, Gelatinous Cube. You're next.
That can't engulf multiple of us, so...
That's true.
So, Tim, just boiling with shock after this pile of sludge mixed with bones fell before him, is staggering back along the wall, his hands fiddling until he's able to produce the necessary will to straighten them and hold them steady, as he is going to cast Inflict Wounds on the gelatinous ooze.
Nice. We're really picking the music up through your microphone, by the way.
Oh dear. Alright, and that attack.
Remember to target it.
Oh goodness.
You didn't target it, boy!
My apologies, I'm so sorry. Should work now.
Christ alive!
Oh my
Wow.
Tell me what that spell looks like when you do it.
Okay, so normally Inflict Wounds is a spell that harnesses a very deep, dark energy to cause harm. But with Tim, it's slightly different. As he straightens his hands and utters the incantation, it feels more like a weave of energy being propelled from within himself, pouring out from one of his hands and decaying and blackening every bit of the ooze that it touches.
Nice. And as it does, the cube trembles for a moment before there is an enormous... and it explodes. Can everyone please make me a dexterity saving throw, DC 10.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Varley. For the
Yeah.
You take a single point of bludgeoning damage as, propelled at high speed in every direction, the hilt of a scimitar catches you on the forehead. The pommel.
There goes that one temporary hit point that O'Reilly gave me.
You exploded the gelatinous poo cube. That was impressive damage. I was not expecting a level 2 to be popping a spell like that.
Neither was I.
And you all just stood there. Precious, you're just drenched from head to toe in... It's quite transparent, but it's like foamy slime. It's like when the sea starts to just wash up inexplicable stinky foam. The rest of you just showered from the spray from when it exploded.
Tim looks absolutely shocked by what he just did. Like, he really didn't even know he was capable of doing it.
I think I got some in my mouth. Oh my.
Tim, that was incredible.
Yeah.
I
That's
was going
fantastic.
to use terrifying, but thank you.
That was a very powerful magic. Wow.
I didn't know I'd I didn't know I could. Wow. Well, is everyone okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
Hey, are you
Stinky.
okay, Precious?
I mean, I've smelled better. That's for sure. But
Well, why don't we try moving forward so we can all take a nice bath when we get back?
agreed.
Sounds like a plan.
Valley, we need your sword.
Got it. All right, I'll do it. And they're going to swing their sword.
This door looks particularly warm.
You.
Thank God for that.
And there is a single ladder heading upwards.
I can go first. Everyone else is looking a bit rough, so I think I can take a hit for you if it happens.
I'll be right behind you.
All right. Going up. Let's not mess up. And Valley's going to climb the ladder.
Okay. Everybody else following?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You find
Ooh.
yourself in a courtyard. Well, not such a courtyard. A house that's sort of set back from the rest of the road. And it stands by itself, not part of any sort of terrace. The manhole cover, we'll say, was here. And you see a set of damp prints heading over towards this door. Looking behind you, you can see you're a ways from one of the main roads. You've been here long enough that you'd know you've essentially crossed over about 2 or 3 blocks of buildings and popped up on the other side. Oh, has someone overlaid each other, or is Riley not on this map? Oh, there she is, she's underneath Tim.
But I think I might need fixing my vision again.
Ah, yes. This map has also done the... There we go.
Tim.
That's better.
Tim looks at it at his friends, still shaking slightly from the overcharge of magical power he just experienced, and bolstered by that rush of self-confidence. He gives everyone a nod as he marches up to the door, and he gives a knock.
Do you think this is where Nadalia is?
I think that whoever's in there needs to open up, because I am tired of sewers and monsters, and I want a bath and a bed.
Wait, Sure, but I don't want you getting hurt.
Awesome, what's coming?
You hear a key turn in the door.
I'm going to ready my hair for any threatening attack against him.
And the door opens to reveal a woman. She has dark hair, slightly sharp features, has a headdress on, looks normal until she... This is up there with Curse of Strahd for really unhelpful character art. But like you can't show the art first. Until she speaks, you would notice her teeth are extremely pointed.
Oh my.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I should suppose you would best come in if you've followed us here enough to speak.
Yes.
Okay.
Do we have an agreement of non-violence?
Yes.
You have already killed one of our brothers. She stares at you, Varley.
As long as you keep those very, very sharp teeth away from me, yes.
She raises an eyebrow like she cannot believe you've just talked about her teeth.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Was that rude? No, it wasn't rude. You do things in the sewers that are weird.
And she just sits on this chair and folds her legs. Oh, sorry, that door would have been closed. And just gestures to the table.
Tim is choosing not to sit, instead standing with his arms crossed next to the windowsill.
What is it you seek that has led you to disturb our business?
Are you Nidalia?
She looks just looks shocked. That is not something she expected to be hearing. I would never presume to be Nidalia. He stands up. Like, how do you know that name? What business have you speaking her name?
Who is Nidalia?
You hear growling from behind this door, agitated.
Oh boy.
Listen, we came here to talk. We weren't the ones attacking first. So, as far as I can see, there's only two ways to resolve this. One is civilly, and the other is the one you lose.
Teeth become quite sharp again. 4 of you. 20 of us. I think perhaps it is you who haven't considered this properly.
I mean, it's more of the fact that we're just worried about some of the books. Like one of the books you sold had like became a tornado and almost hurt us. So
don't do that again.
The Jingwasim. That is what your book was. It was never a book. It was Bajindwatsim.
What?
A living spell. It can be shaped into an item or an animal. We need money. We have valuable tomes, but we cannot get their worth. And so we clone them with the Jindwatsim and sell more of them to raise our funds. We need money.
What do you need money for?
To raise our mistress.
like when you say raised, do you mean like a family or like from the grave?
And you see the second one, her eyes close for a long moment, and she gives a slight nod. She was killed. despite her nature, despite her striving to be what you would have all liked. She even changed our nature. But still killed by adventurers. Just spits on the floor of her own home.
Tim, one of his eyes twitches slightly as she says that before he uncrosses his arms and takes a step closer as he says, "Listen,
Step no closer. Make your entreaties from over there.
I don't really care what you're doing or why you're doing it. Just stay out of and away from and get out of Candlekeep. Get out. That's all I care about."
When we have the funds, we will. There is a priest in Baldur's Gate who has agreed to return our mistress to us. But the sum, the fee is great.
Then go get your funds there. Okay, leave Candlekeep out of this.
Her eyes narrow.
How much do you need?
700 more.
Oh wow! And what was your mistress? And are you lycanthropes?
We are what you would call Jackalware.
Ah.
Surely you can Jackalware better in Baldur's Gate. More people there, more money there. We just have books and each other here. Okay,
And a
so
constant stream of visitors needing books. Traveling here, finding entry denied unless they have books, and nowhere else to go except Amberdune books. It is
Where
a
you swindled them
reliable-
out of their money.
Yes,
And
where
you
we
could
swindle them
verify-
out of our money to
And-
return Nidalia to us.
But like I understand that it's very mean that Nadalia passed away, but also like that how did
We
you
could
pronounce-
kill people, you know. We could snatch them from the streets, slit their throats, bite them so they too become Jackalware and take all of their belongings. But we do not because of our mistress and what she taught us. So despite our nature, you yet live. Gold
no.
is a small price to pay.
No, I'm not disagreeing. It's very noble of your mistress to not want to harm people. I'm just saying that the Jingwatsim, they harm people too. So it's
passing it off doesn't make you any less guilty. And I really don't care. I just want you gone.
I'm sure we could figure something out and maybe like have a peaceful resolution. Maybe we could talk to some of these scholars in the Candlekeep, and we could put together some money if you promise to not harm anyone and not sell any other potentially harmful books.
Can't you just use a spirit that is not malignant? You know, some sort of spell to banish the writing or make it illusionary. Why a tornado? Why something that harms?
It is the form of the Jinzwasim. It is tempestuous magic. She taught only me how to create them. But I do not understand the spell as she did. She
I do
was
think
tremendously wise.
I do think that we can have a peaceful resolution, that no one will be harmed now or in the future, right? Everyone?
When you leave here, you will go and fetch guards. So it always is. Why would this time be any different?
Well, more people are going to get hurt if we fetch guards, but if we can figure out something peaceful and everyone leaves here happy, then we won't need guards, right? Right, Tim? Right, Precious?
What?
I have no problem with your business. I think the exchange of a book for value is fine. My family has a business. However, what you're doing is causing harm. Why don't you just sell your spells to someone who wants to inflict harm and not do it by accident?
Why do we want inflict harm? I'm sure that
it would be quicker. It would be easier. And it is tempting. But it is not what our mistress would want. She would not have suffered her long slumber, cruelly forced upon her, and raised to learn that we, her children, had betrayed her teachings in her absence, no matter how difficult they may be.
It sounds like your mistress is very noble.
There was never a more noble Lamia that ever did walk.
Lamia.
Then I will ask you this. What will it take for you to leave Candlekeep alone?
She looks at you like it's the most clear thing to her. Matter of fact, 700 gold. Or someone who can perform the ritual themselves. We have... Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay. Persuasion. Let's see how well that goes.
Ooh. We have
Wow.
enough of her to be raised by a suitably powerful healer.
Do we know anyone in Candlekeep's faculty who might fit that bill?
No, they're all arcane.
Nerds. Got it.
DM, is there anything she would have read in Daughters of Gerask that could be interesting information right now?
There would have, except you specifically said you hadn't read it properly. You just gave a quick scan because you'd put your Beano magazine inside it.
That I did. I have no regrets.
I mean, you can all make an Arcana check to see what you know about Lamia, though. They're not the most obscure D&D creature.
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know, shite.
Oh. Of course he does.
Oh, Tim.
Oh,
Tim
Tim.
just I imagine Tim pushing his glasses up like the anime lens flare. For this moment alone was I made. You would know that Lamia are... You find some art for anyone who doesn't know what the Lamia art is. It's not my favourite 5e art. You would know that they are almost like a lion centaur. Typically very evil. They typically subjugate and enslave groups of jackalware who are used as their mercenaries, their kidnappers to go and capture slaves. It is a very common thing to find these old wonderful temples and places that have, were once seats of opulence and have now fallen into massive ruin, just being inhabited by Lamias. Really weird to find, in an empty desert of just corpses and ruins, you'd find this one little, almost oasis of a castle where every effort made to try and keep it running and looking fantastic, but it's all a bit of a sham built on horrendous slavery and cruelty. What you have heard about Medalia sounds to fly in the face of that. And, perhaps there's something to what Kovara is saying.
Well,
Okay.
I don't know if anyone in Candlekeep can praise Nadalia, but there's certainly a lot of people in Candlekeep who'd be interested in the books you sell, and would be willing to pay good money for them, I think.
Yeah, we just... It's not that it was a harmful, crazy Jingza, was it? That was the issue. It's that we didn't know it was. If you're willing to open a direct line of communication with the college, I'm sure there'd be some interested faculty members who would purchase your books up front for experimentation and research.
We have... just really unsure before saying more. We have the original 4 tomes from which we have created the Jinjuasim clones. They are 4 valuable tomes. We will sell these directly to your masters for 700 gold.
I'm sure they'd be willing to pay so you can resurrect your mistress, and then this whole thing can be done with, and I can take a bath.
She cocks her head and is like, and go and take this offer, but one of you remains here.
I could stay here.
We're not leaving one of us here alone.
Does this one speak for you all?
I mean,
She looks at Tim.
Why do you want one of us to stay?
So you do not return with 30 guards and torch this building. Collateral.
I can stay, guys.
I can
It's okay.
too. The 2 of us can stay, and you 2 can go back.
Only one.
Then I'll stay. It's only, fair considering I was the one who proposed the solution.
She
Okay.
nods and gives a good. Return with the gold, and we will give you the books.
Sounds good. You guys should probably hurry.
Yep, I gotcha. Alright, we'll see you in a few minutes, Tim?
Yeah, you know it would take you about 20 minutes, 30 minutes to get the Candlekeep back.
I hope so. But bye, guys.
We'll see you just in a moment, right?
Yeah.
All will be well, don't worry. And Valerie gives Tim a nervous thumbs up.
Tim doesn't meet your gaze, but seems comforted by it nonetheless.
Alright,
Okay.
We're not
Awesome.
really leaving him here, are we?
I mean, there's a lot of them here, and I don't want to get into another fight, and I don't want to hurt them. So, if we all leave, then they'll probably just try and attack us, and I don't think we'd win. But if we can come to like a peaceful agreement, like if Nadalia is as good as they say she is, then maybe we can Just,
Yeah, but they could take Tim away or kill him and run away from this place.
and
Is
Yeah,
this
I
conversation
don't really
happening
like
right in front of her, by the way?
I suppose it is.
Kinda, yeah.
But,
Guys, just it'll be okay. Just go.
I guess we just need to have some faith in that they're honest, and I'd like to believe that they are. That no one
Yeah, but
else needs to get hurt.
we're risking quite a lot, aren't we?
Yeah, but I mean that's what happens in stories the heroes gotta risk something to save the day, right?
I'm gonna bring QT in and just sort of say, is it okay if I left him my cat for company?
No.
Guys.
It's not just a cat.
Nothing is just anything, is it? There's always more behind the surface. Doesn't make it a bad thing.
Guys, seriously, it's okay. The sooner you go, the sooner you can get back.
Listen to your friend before my patience reaches its limits.
Yes, okay. Alright, don't worry, Tim will come back for you, and everyone will leave here happy, and no one will get hurt, and no one will be injured, and all will be well.
Okay, you don't have to go back through the sewers. You can see the way back to the main road.
Valley is going to start sprinting with that good old move speed bonus.
Okay.
And just run ahead of the rest of the group.
Are the others just following?
Precious is going to telepathically say to Tim, if they hurt you, don't hesitate to use that spell.
Tim gives no outward signs of acknowledgement, but he understands.
I don't think you can answer back, I was trying to read the text. I don't know that it's both ways. I think I can communicate with you.
Only one way. But
Yeah.
either way, Tim would understand.
Okay. She marches over as you are all moving away at speed and slams the door shut and turns the key. So on the assumption the three of you are making haste to Candlekeep to relay the situation, what I will do, if there's no objections, is I will go through now what they do to Tim, and then you can tell me if there were any tricks to what you were wanting to do, if you were just trying to explain the situation and get some cash and come back. Happy with that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, she turns the key. Turns to look at you, Tim.
Hi.
And then she sort of leans back on the door for a second and gives a... Would you like a drink? Are you hungry?
I'm quite good. Thank you.
The jackal wears and the door just twists and contorts for a moment. Are you all right, young scholar?
Yeah. I'm good.
Can your friends be trusted?
I trust them. So, yeah.
And he just turns to the woman's like, I see no other choice. If they do come back with gods, there's nothing we can do. We should trust in them. It's what Nadalia would want.
I think you can trust them. I've always been able to, and what I said was true. People would be interested in those tomes. So, there's no reason to worry.
We've tried not to be like the rest of our kind. We've tried not to slip back into what we were before she made us. It has not been easy. It will be very easy for your friends to tell the guards there are a bunch of jackalwares hiding out. Horrible man-eating, child-snatching jackalwares.
Sure, but, sometimes it's the harder thing that's more worth doing. It could be easy for you to go back, but it's hard because it's worth it.
Trying so hard not to just lean into Parthenax's big line.
If they have no more words to say, Tim will remain quiet for the time. Clearly nervous, clearly afraid, but trying his best not to show it.
She puts a cup of tea and a plate with some cool but still clearly fresh bread on. And she looks to Ramar and says, "Fetch the books, the originals." And he nods and heads off further into the house.
From time to time, Tim will get updates of how things are going, where we are, things like that, just for comfort. Very short updates.
And they definitely do comfort Tim. Whenever Precious's voice filters through, his hands shake a little less and his breathing eases.
Okay.
And
just
as a quick little side note, I do have to give up my computer for a little bit, so if there's any rolling that needs to be done, I'd appreciate it if you could do it, if that's all right.
Yeah, of course. But you're still with us on Discord, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So meanwhile, the Candlekeep crew, you are running to Candlekeep. Who are you seeking out when you're there? We'll kind of not do this part in person because I'm very aware of the hour and the impending session that... Is it 40 minutes to your session, Mac?
It is in an hour and a half, but I can eat dinner in like half an hour.
You'd like to,
have a moment to catch my breath.
Of course. So who are you speaking to, and what is your entreaty to them?
I'm probably going to try and find Scholar Zio, as Scholar Zio was the one who started this whole thing with the tributes. And I was going to say, Scholar Zio, we found out what was going on there. There's some people who are trying to raise money so that they can raise someone close to them from the dead. They're selling forgeries because they don't have enough books to afford they need some help, and I was wondering if you'd be willing to if Candlekeep's willing to offer some money so that these people can raise this person from the dead and avoid conflict, because these people are... No, they don't want to start a fight, and I don't want to start a fight with them either.
How much gold are we talking?
700.
700 gold?
Yeah. It's a lot, but...
He lifts his fez and takes the pouch that he placed there before. It has 200 gold in. What do you think, Precious? This is 200 of 700. Is this cause good enough to lend what would have been your reward towards it?
It's not about the cost, sir. It's about services rendered. If these people are going to give us their service of leaving the town alone and not hurting anyone else, I think that's definitely worth the payment. Don't you?
Also, to be clear, we are buying the books from them. This is not just going to be like 700 for charity. We are going to get 4 rare books from them.
Exactly.
Do we know the titles?
Well, one of them is that book that Raleigh was reading, but we didn't ask the other titles.
An actual copy of Mazrov's.
Yes, as well as 3 others. I don't know their names, but
I don't have anything on me, much on me beyond this at the moment, but... And he sort of reaches into his robe and pulls out a single gem. This is appraised at around 900. See they leave swiftly, or the guards will be called.
Okay.
Thank you.
Will do.
Good work.
Right. Thank you, in Scholar Zero. I'm glad no one else had to get hurt today. Valley's going to take the gem.
Yep.
Precious just gently kind of touches your shoulder and gives it a little squeeze.
Alright, now, let's head back. Let's see if I can set the new record for the last run I did.
Okay, but wait for us before you go back. Before you go in, okay?
Okay.
Okay,
And
you arrive back some time later.
Valley is going to sprint and take a moment outside the door just to catch their breath while the other 2 follow them.
By which point, Precious will give bardic inspiration to Riley, and then to Valley, and then to herself.
Oh boy.
Yeah, just in case.
Tim, she's just sat opposite you, kind of, after that initial conversation. I don't know if you were eating or having your tea. She's just sat there, clearly just deep in thought and waiting, fingers sort of drumming on the table.
Tim has been mostly the same, just musing on the circumstances and trying his best to hide his nervousness, but for the time being he's just drumming his fingers on the edge of the table and keeping his eyes fixated on the center point of the door, as if willing for his friends to come back at this moment.
Yeah, she looks deeply concerned, very worried. Who knocks on the door, if anyone? Or is something else happening?
Valley is going to keep their word, and they're going to knock on the door when the others arrive.
I would also like to peek through the window to see if...
Are you trying to do it stealthily?
I might.
It's a strange peek that isn't done stealthily. Surely, otherwise you're going up and basically slamming your forehead on the window. Okay, yeah. You feel like you haven't been seen. You peer through and you see Tim and this woman sat there, both in very solemn silence. She's sort of leant forward a little bit, elbows on her knees, fingers just twitching nervously now.
Valley's gonna knock on the door. The classic knock and a shave.
Yep. Tim, she sort of starts for a moment and then goes to the door, and you see her just sort of take a breath and try and put a much more scornful countenance on her face. Quicker than I expected.
I have been running a lot. We don't have gold, but we do have a gem that's worth 900 gold. That's what's been appraised at.
her eyes narrow and she looks at you like she's trying to work out if you're where the trick is.
Valley's going to take the gem out of their pocket and hold it up in the light.
And you can see from her hand, she goes to snatch it, but then, like, with a bit of effort, you see she gets a bit of control of herself and just reaches out for it. She has quite long nails, unsurprisingly. But she reaches out and, although at first it's a bit like an overarm snatch, she then, with a bit of struggle, just turns her hand over, palm up, and just holds it out looking at you.
The books, though, we're buying the books with this.
We have no need for them with the funds to raise the mistress.
Can we see the books at least?
She nods and Rama steps in, holding the books. I think I made a mistake. It was actually 3, not 4. But there's always been 3. The deal hasn't been altered.
Okay, gotcha. Gotcha.
No, I apologise. What? Yeah, it is 3. Yeah.
Okay. Are those all we're looking for, Tim?
They are. As Tim stands to go, his nervousness seems to have faded, as if blown away by the same breeze pushed by Volley's opening of the door. And he looks back at the jackal wares in the room, and he gives a slightly hesitant but soft smile as he says, I know it's hard, but I think you can do it. Good luck.
Valley is going to place the gem in her hands, and I don't believe I caught her name.
I think I forgot. Yeah, I think I forgot to give it earlier, but then had it visible on a token.
Yep. Well, here's the gem. Hopefully it should be enough to pay for the services you need, and with the books. And we just ask you to leave Candlekeep and not sell any more dangerous spells to people.
We will be gone by the morning.
Okay.
What are your names?
Precious is actually taking a page out of her notebook and writing her name down and Candlekeep address. And she folds it and gives it to you. My name's Precious. I'd appreciate it if you drop a line. Let us know how you get on with things.
Volley. My name's Volley. It's not It's not Kenshin Gaius. Sorry.
Mine's Tim, not Jim. And if I just hope you find what you're looking for.
Here. You are true to your word, it would seem. He steps and glances up a window, looking at him, sort of half expecting to see guards come up at any moment. But she reaches under her shawl and pulls out a red crystal on a string that she'd been wearing around her neck. Take this.
Okay. Valley will step forward and...
She kind of pulls it away from you. I do not care how you distribute it amongst yourselves, but I gift it to him.
Oh. Okay. Tim?
Oh, as Tim blinks a few times in surprise before she puts it in his hand. Thank you. Thank you.
For your trust. You do not have to use it, but I make it a gift to you from I. Will increase your resilience. And she hands you an amulet of health.
Ooh.
Tim looks at her for a few moments, clearly mulling something over, before he reaches into his coat pocket and procures a slightly soggy stuffed animal, his beloved Fluffy, as he puts it on the table next to her and says, this might not be something as valuable in terms of wealth, but it's valuable to me. And there, for your trust in me.
But
I hope it,
what does it do?
it comforts you late at night, and is fun to hold, and is a good confidant.
I need none of these things. Take it with you. And she sweeps herself back to her corner.
Tim has a bit of an amused smile on his face as he says, all right. Well, if you ever need him, let me know.
We must pack. We will leave tonight.
And we must go. Good luck out there, as Tim begins to move to the door.
Vali's going to step aside to let Tim pass.
Yep. Tim is out.
Precious, just not sorry for your loss. Good luck to you.
Kavala nods.
Luck.
Take care.
As you head off, the house lifts up and spins like poltergeist. Like Amity. Yeah, she looks out at you and closes the door.
Alright, I give her one last small wave.
So I guess we're not getting the guards.
No, why would we, Precious?
Just sure hope they're worth our trust.
Well, they kept their word and they didn't harm Tim, and we got the books they got us. They offered us, and well, everyone seems to be all right.
Yeah.
Then heading back to Candlekeep. Would you be surrendering these books to the appropriate staff?
Yeah.
You would be
without reading them
receiving...
first?
Well, that's why I'm
you're
asking.
right.
Yeah.
Vali will definitely take a brief skim through the...
4 more Jingo Watsons. No. Yeah, I will give you the accumulated knowledge of those books in Discord.
Alright.
You would receive your 200 gold reward. I know you're not tabbed in at the moment, but whoever ends up wearing the Amulet of Health, it does require attunement, and whilst attuned, your constitution is set to 19.
Oh boy.
Wow.
And as time passes between now and our next session, you will all be level 4. So you're going to level up twice before our next session. So think about your subclasses, obviously. Your college at last, Precious.
Yeah.
But that concludes tonight's session. Thank you very much
Alright.
for your
Thank you very much,
time
Chris.
and for your patience. This is... I've not been looking forward to this one because the adventure... I mean, you already know that we changed it so that you're not trekking around all of Faerun. And I know I did say last session, you won't be leaving Candlekeep Tower in this campaign, but I just couldn't find another way of doing this. In the adventure proper, you go to the bookshop isn't even a shop, it's just a little stall, and you beat or follow them back to... But the whole adventure is basically this house. The shop...
Really?
Yeah, the shop I took from Mad Cartographer's at Van Richten's shop from Morden, from the dreaded domains. The sewers is from the Classic Adventure Pack. And then there's this place. It is such a weird, short adventure, especially when level 1 is so good, and level 4, I think, is particularly good. This is I think, the weakest session we'll have in the whole campaign, because, yeah, it was 90% homebrew.
Yeah, I think you did a really good homebrew on it, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought it
Thank you
was
very
wonderful.
Yeah.
The homebrew, I think, were some of my favorite moments there. Just Tim and Valley doing their serious
Yeah.
top secret disguises.
The Mad Cartographer says level 4 equals the best map as well.
Ooh.
So he's just basically said, everything you've seen so far has been shit. I really got to my stride with level 4. But yeah, I'll end the stream now so we can have a quick chat and see how we all felt it was off, away from Pride ears. But thank you very much, everyone. We're
you.
gonna have... Oh, we didn't make any of the Candlekeep maps. Stefan did. Ah, nice. Excellent.
Good job, Steph.
Yeah,
Nicely done.
Stefan is like my cartographer, but even better. Yeah, it will not be so long until our next one. We accidentally did 2 months. We'll sort that out. But yeah, thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Have a good night. And remember, in the words of the Mad Cartographer and all of their assembled staff, keep on rolling those 20s, folks.
Hell yeah.
Take care.